Could this dashcam be the best dashcam on the market in 2025? Let's find out. So hello there guys, welcome back to another video. You've joined me from my humble abode, Project KFC of course, and today I'm going to be installing a new dashcam. So big shout out to Redtiger, they've sent me out their latest and greatest dashcam. It is the F17 Elite. It's a 4K dashcam. It features the latest Starvis 2 sensor, and I'm expecting some pretty big things from this. So we are going to get this thing unboxed, we're going to get it installed, and then we're going to see what it can do. So then, first things first, let's get this thing unboxed. So this thing is well packaged. We have the front camera right here. It's a front facing camera and it also faces the cabin as well. And then we also have the rear facing camera as well, which of course shoots out of your rear windscreen. Very important to have a rear facing camera because you don't know what's going to hit the back of you. You know, when it comes to an insurance claim or anything like that, you need to have footage of it to ensure that you are going to win the case, you know, without any questions asked. We have some user manuals. In here we have the cable for the rear facing camera, and then in here we have the cable for the front facing camera along with a handy pry tool as well. Let's take a look at the main front facing camera dash cam itself though, and yeah, this thing looks well built, to be honest. Let's take a look at the lens itself. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but the lens itself is a decent size, so this thing should produce some decent quality. Now the cabin facing camera, that does have a smaller lens on it, so quality probably won't be as good in all honesty, but yeah, the main thing that you want is a good quality front facing camera to capture things like road signs, road markings and number plates, that sort of thing. So it already comes preloaded with a memory card, which is great, just a micro SD card. 128 gigabytes as well, so that should be plenty of storage. And to connect this thing up just takes USB-C, so very simple and easy to do. Now it is also worth noting that Redtiger also do a hardwire kit, so if you want to have your dashcam permanently, you know, tapped into your 12-volt supply and run it off your battery, then this is an option. So if you think you are going to have the dashcam permanently installed into your car, it's worth getting one of these hardwire kits as well. Right then, let's get both the front-facing camera and the rear-facing camera installed onto the car. We can take them out for a spin. Okay, so we have the front-facing and cabin-facing dashcam now installed, along with the rear facing camera as well. So we are out in Project KFC once again. Probably a while since you've seen this car on the channel. For those that don't know, Project KFC is my daily driver that I've owned for around 2 years now. It's a BMW E91 2010 318D with a stage 1 tune on. Yes, it has been remapped by the good fellows at Darkside Developments, and I've done a few of the little bits to it as well, which means that I can't drive this car on the road. Obviously right now I'm not on a public road, this is of course a private road, so I'm yeah, all good to do that. But yeah, nevertheless, you're probably wondering what's been going on with this car. So nothing exciting really, nothing's really gone wrong. You know, I've done a bunch of work on it in the past, done the clutch and flywheel, done the brakes all round, and I've just been driving it. It desperately needs a good service though. I think it's been probably 10,000 miles, maybe a little bit more since the last one. It's not even been a year though. I've just been doing loads of miles, you know, on the motorway in it. Done a good couple of thousand miles around Ireland, and yeah, it didn't skip a beat, this car. So yeah, it's been a very good reliable car. It's, you know, I've took so many tons of materials in this car over the past year or so. It's been an absolute, yeah, an absolute weapon, this thing has, an absolute workhorse. Now of course I'm back from my big Europe trip now where I spent 5 weeks covering 4,000 miles. I didn't go in this car though, I went in the 650, and the reason, well, the main reason I didn't go in this car is, well, the fact that the air conditioning isn't working, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know I need to replace the AC condenser, and I actually have one. I've had one for quite a while, just haven't got around to fitting it. And then I may need to replace one of the pipes as well. But yeah, the fact they didn't have AC for the Europe trip, I would have died if I didn't have air conditioning. And the fact that I was going to the Nürburgring as well and taking an old diesel estate with 210,000 miles around the Nürburgring, would it really be that exciting? I don't know. But I decided to take the 4.8 litre naturally aspirated V8, and that was a perfect car for the trip. But yeah, like I said, this car is absolutely fantastic for everything that you want in a daily driver. It's great on fuel, it's cheap to run, cheap to insure, cheap to tax, and it just does the job, and it does the job very, very well in my opinion. Now then, let's talk about this dash cam. So it's a 3-channel dash cam. So you, like I've mentioned before, you have the front facing camera, you have the cabin facing camera, and then you also have the rear facing camera. And I can see on the screen in front of me right now, I can see all 3 cameras are working, and it looks decent quality, to be fair. Obviously you can't tell until you blow it up, but you guys will see the raw footage. I'll let you all be the judge if this thing is the best dash cam on the market currently in 2025. Let me know what you think about the footage as well. It does record in 4K on the front facing camera. I think the rear facing camera is 1080p, and then the cabin facing camera is 2.5K. I could have the cabin camera and the rear facing camera the wrong way around, but one of them records in 2.5K and the other records in 1080p full HD. Now, very typical of a dash cam, it records in 1-minute segments. And I guess this is to identify a clip a lot quicker, rather than having to go through, say, hours of footage. It just records in 1-minute intervals. And yeah, like I said, that's pretty typical for any dash cam nowadays, really. It does automatically rewrite as well, unless you save a clip to the 128 gigabyte supplied memory card, then it will just rewrite. So if you do want to get some footage off it, make sure you save it and make sure you take it off. Now, this dash cam actually comes with an industry first full color night vision, and I'll overlay some clips that I've taken at night time, and you can take a look at what you think of the quality when it comes to recording at night. Now, let me tell you why you need to have a dash cam in your car at all times. So, a little over a year ago now, 2 weeks before my wedding day, I was involved in a 4-car shunt. So there was a car in front, there was me, and there was 2 cars behind me. Basically, the car at the rear pushed the car behind me into me, and then I was then pushed into the car in front of me. Let's just say the person who was at fault did admit liability, and it was a good result in terms of, you know, the insurance outcomes for everyone involved. However, though, that well may not have been the case. I did have a dash cam fitted, however, I did not have it connected at the time. I don't know why I didn't have it connected. Maybe I was charging my phone, or for whatever reason, I just didn't have it connected. So, like I said, that could have ended a lot differently, and I could have been out of pocket, I could have been out of no claims bonus, and yeah, it just wouldn't have been a nice situation at all. So the moral of the story is always have a dash cam and make sure it is connected and recording at all times, because you always have an accident when you least expect it. So we are now back home after taking the Redtiger F17 Elite for a spin, and what are my thoughts on it? Well, I'll let you be the judge with the footage. Let me know what you think of the quality, but yeah, I think it's relatively easy to use. Like I said, it seems pretty high quality on the screen. I'll let the footage speak for itself though. You literally just need to install the front facing camera and the cabin camera to your front windscreen, the rear facing camera to the rear windscreen, get it plugged in, and away you go. There's nothing to set up. You don't need to turn it on. As long as you have power to the vehicle, it will continue to record. It's also worth noting that this thing has a parking mode, and I'm just going to get this thing updated, get parking mode activated, and see exactly how that works. So then, if you do want to check out Redtiger, maybe you want to get yourself one of these dash cam kits in particular, I'll leave all of the details down in that description box below. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank Redtiger for sponsoring the video. Remember to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I'll see you all in that next one.